Well. Guess what? We're here again. Yep, indeed. We are here again on another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, the one and only me. Moi. Yes, your host, Verona Willis-Brown. Oops, we're here again on another episode. Welcome to October. Not only welcome to the show, welcome to October. Oops. Welcome to October. We are in a whole new month. Yes, indeed. And because we are in a new month, this is the month to rejoice. Rejoice. Yes, it is. This is the month to rejoice. September, we don't dwell on the past, but September was a month of birthday. So you know anything that you birth, you're going to rejoice over it. Just like a natural mama or your father get excited too, but you know they're like, oh, we pregnant. You know, like when their husband sitting like, oh, we pregnant. No, honey, we not pregnant. It's I am pregnant. It's one person pregnant. You are part of the process of me being pregnant, but it's not a we being pregnant thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we gonna share this joy and this excitement and name and all this stuff. But let's not use this we pregnant stuff. We simply mean you pregnant, I'm pregnant. No, it's I am pregnant. You impregnate me, right? So, you should say your wife is pregnant. Those we are pregnant. Hello. So, anywho, because we just came out of the season of delivery and giving birth. Yep, September was the month to give birth. So, I hope you gave some birth. When I'm talking about giving birth, we talk about this in last month. We're not dwelling on the past, okay? When we talk about giving birth, we're talking about you gave birth to some purpose. You gave birth to some gifts, some talents, some potential, some expectations, some dreams, some vision. So that was supposed to happen in September. Now we are in October, the 10th month of 2024. Hello, we are going fast. So right now, because you deliver, we are excited because, you know, as a regular mama, you get a baby, you forgot all about the pain. Oh, child, let me tell you. Sometimes you're like, oh, what pain? You see that cute little baby looking at you, you're like, oh, right? You forgot that you had labor pain, honey. And that's what this is about now. This month, October. We not really totally forget because we can't forget because we get traumatized with labor pain. But we are saying in this month, we should be clapping, we should be jumping, we should be getting excited, we should be like, yeah, woo! We're supposed to be doing some cheerleading, squats, some stuff. Okay? Jumping jack, something. Okay? We're supposed to be doing that because something had to be delivered in September for us to be rejoicing right now. And if, I'm just saying, if there was a overdue child, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the baby get overdue and they're like, ooh, baby overdue. If there's an overdue child, you didn't give birth, you were overdue. If there's an overdue child at this point, what is going to happen? You're going to be excited just the same way, right? We get excited when there's an overdue child. Why? Because the child is still alive and kicking. The child just didn't want to go. The child is like, I'm just not ready for the world. I'm just going to sit here, you know, button up my shirt, button up my thing, and, you know, I'm just going to like look all cute up in here. You know what I'm saying? But that's overdue, right? And sometimes some things are overdue in such a way you're like, you got to go. We got to take you out. Because no, you get dangerous, you know. The doctor says when you get overdue, baby, they start growing again. So if you are in the position at this point with an overdue thing, you're overdue a trip, as they're about to talk about, you overdue a trip, you overdue giving birth to your vision, birth to your dreams, birth to your expectation, your potentials, your goals. If you're overdue into stepping into your next level, if you're overdue in stepping into your full potential, your best version of yourself. If you're overdue, then you're in the right place tonight. I'm just saying, you are in the right place tonight because tonight we are going to like, let's travel. So we're going to do a little bit of trivia, but you know, and if you've been here, you know, I'm going to turn some things around. We're going to turn some things around up in here because some traveling stuff. Traveling is good. Traveling is good. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Let me get my stuff. Yeah. Traveling is good. So we're going to talk about some traveling trivia, some traveling facts. And in case you need to book a flight, book a trip, book a boat, book a cruise, book a something after this, then we just work it out. Because that's what I do. You know, we're here together. So, anywho, as we are in October and we are in season 12 of the Question Live Show, which is the virgin season, right? We are in this season, and I said to you, we have been in the season of abundance and overflow. Until we get to the end of 2024, we are not coming out of that season because you know everybody in their own season. Some people have regular natural nature season like summer, winter, fall, all sort of stuff. But we got season over here, right? And I'm telling you, if this is your first time coming in, you're coming in the right season because we're about to birth some stuff out of you, honey. Yep, indeed. Right? We're going to show up as doctors and nurses and midwives. And we're going to listen, let's put on the coat. And we're going to do some stuff up in here. So if this is your first time coming in here, I mean, absolutely first time. You've never been here before. You never heard of the Question Live Show before. You never heard of Verona Willis-Brown before. And of course, you never heard of the All You Freedom platform. But somewhere you're browsing on social media and you see a little red rectangle sitting right there saying live. And you decide to click because you see something that says travel trivia. And if you're into travel, then of course you're like, oh, travel trivia, I'm up in there, right? If that is you, if this is you, do not be shy. Wave to me. Put in the comment section that me. Put in the comment section that it is your first time. Let me welcome you myself. I would like to acknowledge your presence because oftentimes we go through life and guess what happened? We don't get acknowledged. We get accepted, but we don't get acknowledged. And honey, you just never know what's going to happen if you come on up in it as a first timer. I might just have something in store for you. So put it up in here. Let me know it's your first time. Don't be here for the first time and peeping through that door or the window. Do not, okay? Because that is having no manners and respect. Okay, you don't come in and peep in. And don't come in, let you know. That's no respect whatsoever. You come on in here, you greet me, and we greet each other and we work things out. When you're going in somebody's presence, manners level, please respect. You say good morning or good night or good day. Whatever it is, you acknowledge that person. You can't go to somebody else and you just stand there. I'm just going to be looking through your window. I'm going to be looking through your door. No, that's not having respect. Okay? So if you're here, come on in the room. Go right there. You see that door? Knock. I let you in. You come on in and you grab a seat right there, either around the piano or even on the ottoman right there next to the piano, or stand right here and we work things out. You see, this is what this is all about. They say in life, there's a table. And sometimes they tell you, you don't got a seat around the table. But here I tell you, you do have a seat. But if you believe you don't have a seat, that's okay. That's okay. Walk with your own chair. Hey, better yet, walk with your own folding table, darling. Walk with your folding table and walk with your folding chair and go on and find your spot up on this earth. But anywho, listen up. Come on in here. Listen. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I'd like to introduce myself, okay? I'd like to introduce myself again. My name is Verona Willis-Brown. Right there at the bottom of my screen, you will see right there. I am your host. And like to say, I am a native of the most beautiful place in the world. The most, listen, I'm not leaning my mouth to say that. I'm from the most beautiful place in the world. You don't know where that is? I'm not leaning my mouth to the side to let you know the most beautiful place in the world is Jamaica. Hello. Why would you not know that? No, you know. Jamaica is the most beautiful place in the world. and I'm not hesitating. No, no. So I am a native of that most beautiful place in the world. So if you are not from Jamaica, or if you don't have any form of DNA in your body of Jamaican, maybe a percentage or something. I think everybody, somebody, anybody you convert to Jamaican by whatever relationship you are in, you're Jamaican, right? So either way you look at it somehow. And if you're not Jamaican by any form of 2% or 1% Jamaican, that's okay. We don't judge here. That's okay. That's okay. But do you have a Jamaican friend? Because if you're not related, you should have a Jamaican friend. If you don't have a Jamaican friend, right now is your time to say, let me find me a stable Jamaican friend. Because let me tell you something about Jamaican. We show up. And when we show up, we don't play. We show up and we set record. We don't break nothing. We don't break nothing. So we don't break record, okay? We don't break nothing. We show up and we tell you, hey, ain't no problem up here. We up here. We real extra. We show up and we set record and we keep it moving and we dust off and we're very resilient and we're very powerful to the people and we just go. The culture just nice. So if you have that, visit Jamaica. This is your time again. I'm going to give you some travel tips and facts. So if Jamaica is on your list of travel, call me. Let's talk about this, right? So we're going to get into it. Another thing about me coming from Jamaica, I am a product of farmers, dedicated, committed farmers, loving you, humble farmers. Yes, indeed. And I like to talk about my parents. Yes, I do. I like to talk about my parents in such a way. My goodness, because I'm carrying their legacy on my shoulder. So in such a way, I love to talk about my parents because it is my parents. It is the foundation that they gave me that allowed me to come here to be your host. Yep, and other accolades, but enough. Tonight is not the night to talk about all of that. I'm your host. So it is because of their seed that they, put together. And here I am. So the reason why I like to talk about my farmers background is because, that's the real deal. That's the real deal. Farmers, I salute farmers because farmers simply mean I'm not going to the farmer's market. I'm literally living on the farm. We have come outside and there's a fruit tree, and I grab me a fruit and, I could see the chicken and the goat and the pigs and all of that stuff running around and doing their thing, right? Or I could just watch my mother plant her flowers and all this good stuff. So it is very important that we understand this, that I'm not just talking about going to the farmer's market. I watch my mama go to the market, yes. And I appreciate all that they did. But I like to talk about farmer. I like to talk about the farmer's background. Why? Because several reasons. A farmer cultivates a land, and when they cultivate a land, they make sure that the land is fertile to plant a seed or a grain. When they plant a seed or a grain, they wait for it to grow and become a harvest. Then they go to the market and feed their children, feed the community, and so forth and so forth. My parents are community parents, right? So the reason why I like to use it is because I use the analogy of a farmer planting a seed on a fertile ground and wait for it to grow, right? I use the analogy here, or I use the concept and apply it here on the context, right? So when I use it, I am using to say that everything that we do in this life is planting a seed or planting a grain. And what? We must plant it on fertile ground. So I encourage you to plant something positive, right? Let somebody water your dreams. Let somebody water your vision so it could spring up. Of course, as you can see, my parents planted a seed, and as a result, they got more. Yeah, they got me, and here I am bearing fruits because at most time you plant a tree, and that tree is going to spring up and start bearing fruit. So let me tell you, come on in here. Let me tell you something about planting a seed or a grain. It will grow. Just remember one thing, that whatever you plant is going to grow. Whatever you plant is going to grow. You can't plant a grain of corn and expect a carrot, okay? Whatever you plant, that's what you're going to get. So let's get this together. We're here to plant seed. We are here to plant seed up in here. Another thing about me, for the newbies, because you're a newbie, I came from a very big family. Well, not say big, huge. I came from a huge family. When I say huge, I mean Lord of mercy. I say huge, I mean huge. Yeah, huge. So you coming in as a new member, you coming as a new subscriber, you coming as a new person watching the channel for the first time. Let me tell you something. I am now adopt you in my family, and you are now a newbie. You are now the new member of my family. So I want to welcome you as a newbie. So again, please put your name in the comment section or just wave to me so I can adopt you nicely into this family. Yeah, and then my family get huger, right? My family get huger because you're now a part of this family. Yes, one big crazy family. Yep. So you come on in here, you're gonna come on with the crazies. But I tell you what, we up in here, we doing some stuff. This family here, we be doing a lot of things. As we get further, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more of my family because I'm like the Google of my family. Back then, I used to say I was the encyclopedia. If you don't know that big word, and you don't know anything about it, well, guess what? I didn't know nothing about it either. I didn't know how to pronounce it either. So you won't feel bad. You won't be by yourself. You just fit right on in this family. So anywho, thank you so much for being here. Anywho, let me go on to those who have been here before. If you've been here before, simply mean you've been here second, third, fourth, anytime after what? Anytime after first, you are a returning audience. And if you are a returning audience, honey, you know what we do up in here. I welcome you back. Yeah. Come on back up in here. As you know, when you show up, I show up, and we just show up together and we create a whole galaxy of greatness. Why? Because inside of us, we got greatness in our DNA. And when you come in here with your greatness and I come in mine, we ignite together and we create a whole galaxy of greatness. We are not here to impress anybody. We are here to impact lives. We are here to encourage somebody. We are here to inspire somebody. We are here to empower somebody. But most of all, we are here to support somebody. So let me tell you something about this platform. This platform is about support. Yep, whether you're working on something, you've done something, you need some help, we are here to support you. So come on in the room. Whether you are new or whether you are a return audience, this is what we do up in here. We come on in here, we create a space where you come on in here, we learn, we teach, we grow together. When we grow together, we are stronger. And the stronger we are, the better it is. Mm-hmm. Now listen, we are all on a journey called life. Oh, every last one of us. Even the baby that born today is on a journey, okay? But somewhere along this journey, there are paths that we have to cross. Your path crosses mine, mine path with yours, and we just crisscross paths going. However, every last one of us have an intention. Yep, we got an intention, and that intention is to be successful. Every one of us want to be successful. You don't believe me? Try. Whether you are the prime minister or the president, the governor, the mayor, the teacher, the student, the lawyer, the doctor, vice president, whoever you are, the prime minister, world leader, whatever political leader you are, or whatever position you're in, you didn't get there by yourself. And you can't get where you're trying to go by yourself either. So as you can see, we need each other. Yes, you need me, I need you. I might have something that you want, and you might have something that I want. Let's work together because we're created as a unit, as a people to multiply, be fruitful, and replenish the earth. See, I believe a lot of people misinterpret the fact that we are going to multiply and replenish the earth by having a lot of biological children. I think my parents did that. I'm not ashamed to say that. I think my parents did that. I think they're like, hey, be fruitful and multiply. We're just going to have a lot of children. But that's not what it is. It is your gifts and your talent, your mentality, your vision, your dreams that you come together and you work together and you put a path down on this earth and you have built up this earth and you leave a smoother path for those who are coming to see a path that it won't be so bumpy. Because guess what? Somebody went ahead of us already. I talk about this all the time when I come up in here, that somebody paved the way for me to be here with you. And I talk about Oprah all the time. Yes, I do. I talk about Oprah. That when I just came into this country, the first person I saw on the screen there were two people, Sally Raphael and Oprah Winfrey. But I was so in tune to Oprah. I'm like, ooh, Oprah, you doing something. And I've been watching Oprah since then. Okay. I've been watching Oprah and I'm like, hey, Oprah, I've been watching you. And I never wanted to be like Oprah. As a matter of fact, I never want to be like nobody. And I don't want nobody to try to be like me either. But I wanted to know, how can I speak to Oprah? How can I ask her, how did you get over on that screen that I'm looking at you? And I'm listening to you and I'm learning from you. How did you get in that screen? Right? It was so amazing to be like, oh my goodness, she's on a big screen. She's on a whole TV. I mean, I had a TV in Jamaica. Okay. I had a TV. But I'm like, oh, you on the TV, you're on a fine TV, man. This is good stuff. So I always say I salute Oprah because Oprah paved the way. Oprah paved the way along with other people. But I like to talk about Oprah. And then Sally Raphael and Ellen and all of them, Philo Donahue, and a lot of them, right? So I talk about them all the time. And that's what it is. Somebody got to pave the way for us. Somebody paved the way, and we must pave the way for somebody else. Good. So here, listen up. I like to talk about me. I do. I like to talk about me. Why do I like to talk about me? Because nobody's going to talk about me the way I talk about me. Okay? I like to talk about my family because I do have the permission to talk about them. So here on this show, we use F word. Straight forward. Yeah. If you don't want to hear this F word, the door is right there. You can just exit the door. You can just go on of us, or you can go behind this phone and just stay there. No problem. But we use F word up in here. Whether I say them, apply them, we just use them. Yep. Actually, I picked 3 that I would like to use, and it's faith, family, and fun. Yeah, those are the F word. Whatever F word you use, that's up to you. That's not up to me. So I use F words up in here. And faith is where I tell you that I come up in here, and this is a faith that I had that allowed me to come up in here to start this show that we are in. How many episodes? 349 episodes as of today. Yes, indeed. And we are in season 12. Yep, indeed. So we are rolling. We might just have a party soon. So that leads me to, let me tell you something. When I just started this show, I started out on shaky faith, unstable ground, questionable faith. Like, why am I doing this? Spoken faith, okay? But as I got up now into 349 episodes, honey, that's a whole different topic. But anywho, faith is what will answer your prayers. Whatever you are doing, whatever you're believing for, it is a faith that you have that will allow you to achieve it. Now, let's go to the next thing. Family. We talk about my family. My family huge. I told you that already. But let me tell you something about my family. My family is just not only huge. We are great achievers. Yet, we are great achievers. We got from judge come straight down. We just go. We just keep on achieving. You see, my mama was an entrepreneur. She didn't know that she was an entrepreneur because maybe she couldn't pronounce the word. I couldn't pronounce the word until recently. I was like, oh, that's how that pronounced. I couldn't pronounce it either. But let me tell you something. She was an entrepreneur. I'm like, I'm walking in your footsteps, mama. And I pick up her traits and I'm like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that, right? So let me tell you something. She was an entrepreneur. Yeah, my parents were entrepreneurs. They probably didn't pronounce the word. They probably never even saw the word before. Oh, Lord. But anywho, come on in here. Come. Cool. Come on. I told you I have the permission to talk about my family. I do. I have the permission to talk about my family. You see, my family huge. So we have birthdays every single month. I mean, literally every month we have birthdays. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 birthdays for 1 month. So we have birthday literally from January 1st all the way to December. So shout out to the family out there with birthdays. But that will take me now. And those who graduated and those who started school, some may start pre-K, college, or university. We every year somebody's excelling somewhere. Somebody's going off to college, somebody's going to preschool, somebody's being born. A lot of things happen in my family every year. Okay, we just one big huge family. So anywho, that will take me to the next one. We like to have fun up in here. As you can see, as you can hear my energy, we like to have fun up in here. We like to have fun up in here because when you come on in here, we like to celebrate. Yes, we do. We like to celebrate up in here. So whatever is it that you have to celebrate, maybe it is your birthday. Somebody in your family birthday. Your birthday, your anniversary, your boo's birthday, your boo anniversary, somebody's, your neighbor's anniversary, your siblings' birthday, anniversary, something. whatever it is, you want to celebrate that you achieved something, you made an extra step, you develop yourself a little bit more, you found out you're having a baby, you had a baby, you found out you got proposed, you got married, whatever it is, we like to celebrate small wins and big wins. Yes, we do. But let me tell you, I don't celebrate by myself. I do have a cheerleading squad that will come on up in here and celebrate with you. Because we talk about support, and when we celebrate each other, it is a form of support. Oftentimes we hear the word support and we're thinking about money. Can you support me? We're not talking about money only. It's not about money. Sometimes we just need emotional support, mental support, spiritual support. We just need each other. We just maybe need a compliment. Hey, one compliment is support. You're like, you look good. Yeah, that is support. So let us learn how to adjust our mentality to know that when we are supporting somebody, it's not about financially supporting you. Right? So good. Now that we got that together, this month is October. We have a lot going on in October, a lot going on. People are traveling, people are having babies, people are getting married, a lot of things happening. But this month is carved out for a lot of things as well. First thing, if you don't know, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yes, indeed. And if you had came in early, you see that I put some promotion of breast cancer items. If you wish to purchase one, support the cause, please let me know and I will highlight them again. I did put up some items. We even got baby item up here. I did put up that they are baby items. Baby onesie with supporting breast cancer awareness. And I believe it's Mental Health Awareness Month as well. That's day next week, right? So we want to get into this habit of supporting these causes. When I say support again, we say just show up, sponsor somebody, show up and say, hey girl, I see you. You want to talk? Hey man, I see you, bro. I'm over here. Just show up. When we show up, it's just taking action. So with that said, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we want to, travel around the world virtually. Hey, you don't got to go nowhere. Travel around the world virtually, and we learn as we go. When we travel, we learn. Okay, we learn. There are two things that we travel for. We should travel, well, not two, couple things. When we travel for leisure time, which is vacation time, where you go to the beach in your sexy outfit and all that stuff. Or you go for educational purpose, or you go for relation purpose. Whichever one you choose, we're just going to give some traveling trivia tonight. Yes, indeed. Of course, I have to agree. Okay. Tita is our VIP here, up in here. Yes, indeed. Something like if you agree that Jamaica is the best place on earth, hey, VIP Tita say, yep, she agreed. So excuse yourself if you don't agree, then you might want to come on up in here and get a little vibes and energy up in here. Yes, indeed. It's so nice to have you here up in here today. So we are going to talk about we're going to do some traveling trivia. Yes, we're going to do some traveling trivia or some traveling facts, whichever way we look at it. We're going to do all of that. So get yourself ready. Let's jump in some travel stuff. A lot of people travel every day. Yeah, people travel every day. And because people travel every day, we all up in there. We all for the traveling. I'm all for the traveling, honey. Whether virtually or in person, I'm all for the traveling because I love to learn. And when I travel to learn. I travel to experience the culture. I travel just to build a relationship. But let me tell you, when I travel, honey, I like to go to the local spots. You know what I'm saying? I like to go to the local spot, put on my clothes, and hey, I'm up in the local spot. What you got? You know what I'm saying? I like to be up in there. I like to be with it. In Jamaica, we like the country people. Around the world, I like the village people. I like to be with those kind of people because that's where the real culture is. You taste the nice, good food. I mean, Jamaica got good food, Lord. Yes, I talk about my mama cooking. But I travel around the world, honey. And when I travel, I still go back home. Home is home, right? And I tell you, when you travel around the world, honey, you get to taste some different kind of food. You get to learn about their culture. So there's a couple reasons why we travel. You know what I'm saying? There are a couple reasons why we travel. So the first one I could answer, why do you travel? If you are a traveler, why do you travel? What do you travel for? What do you accomplish when you travel? Oh, let's hashtag travel. What do you accomplish when you travel? Okay, so we are going to get into it and we're going to talk about it. Come on in the room if you are tuning in into this live. I mean, you see live right there. If you're tuning in into this live, please do not stay outside by the window or by the door and knock. Come on in the room so I can acknowledge you. Too many times we go through life and we don't get acknowledged. We want to be seen. So let me see you in this live. Say hi to me. Don't feel shy. We are one big family up in here. And you might just get a traveling. I ain't going to say nothing. But first, I ask you if you are a traveler. Why do you travel? Why is it that you travel? What do you travel for? Leisure time, education, relationship, so forth, so forth, so forth. Why do you travel? So, why do you think about why you travel? Let's talk about some traveling facts. You see, I have to write these things down. Usually, I don't have anything written down, but today I have to write these facts down. Okay. Fact number 1. Did y'all know this? Oops. France. France, the most visited country in the world in 2023 was France. Did y'all know this? No, if you didn't know, you know, okay? So, what was the most visited country in 2023? Hello, do I need to hashtag this? The most visited country in 2023. And of course, it have to be 2023 because what? We're still in 2024, right? We're still in 2024. So the most visited country in 2023 is France. Bonjour. Anybody have not been to Paris yet? Call me. Let's work this out because we could just do a whole Pastel Show trip to Paris. Let's go to Paris. Bonjour. Let's go to Paris. Comment ça va? Let's go over to Paris and let's enjoy some Paris food. Okay? Let's go to Paris. So the fun facts now, listen up. The most visited country in the world in 2023 was France. Hello. Good. Now, anybody out there, come on, wave to me, wave to me, wave to me, wave to me, wave to me. Let me know that you are here. Do not stay outside the door and knock because the door is ajar. And because the door is ajar, you can just open and come on in the room. Do not be in the back where I cannot see you because I am not going to shout. I am not going to keep on looking to see if somebody's at the door. You are in this room. Come on in and have your seat and wave to me so we can get this thing going. Because you see, we talk about Jamaica as the best, most beautiful place in the world. I'm not telling no lies. See if we have a VIP that agree with it. Next thing we want to talk about, what is the largest industry in the world? The largest industry in the world is what? What is the largest industry in the world at this point, right now? The largest industry in the world. The largest industry in the world is what? And you know, we got different kind of industry and we got all sort of stuff going on. But the largest industry in the world is what? Now I gave you a hint. I gave you an I gave you a hint over there. It is travel and tourism. Yes, indeed. The largest. If you are not a part of this, you're just not a part of it. And I mean, majority of people want to be in the large amount of people. Majority of people want to be in the category where you're like the large of this, the large of that, the large in the number, the large with the wealth is the large with that. So the largest industry in the world is travel and tourism. Yes, indeed, tourism. I mean, again, we talk about Jamaica. We talk about Jamaica. Hello, somebody. The most beautiful place in the world. If you have not been to Jamaica, This is your time to get in touch with me. Let's work it out, and we just going to go to Jamaica. We just gonna leave. We just gonna pack our bag. Don't worry, you don't need to pack a lot of stuff. Don't take all your whole belonging. Don't take the entire house, the kitchen, all that. Don't do all of that. We're just gonna go on a nice trip, and we're just gonna have a good time. Yep. So Jamaica tourism is very up there. Okay, we want to get in that. Now listen now. And the most visited, we talk about France. The most visited, the Asia Pacific region was the busiest international air transport in commercial flights. So if anybody who have not been to Asia, I mean, yeah, that's on my list. I should be going. I need to go there too. Asia, it is the busiest. I mean, anybody know? Did anybody know this? Did you know that was like the busiest international air transport? Simply means it's the busiest airline. All of their airline, all of that, all those airlines, Asia airline, the busiest. Where y'all going? I want to go. Where y'all going? And the way that you're going on this Asia airline, I must look into it and I must consider going there. Good. So yeah. And wait, the most visited in the world is Paris. So Paris is calling me. Hello, Paris is calling me. We are going to Paris somewhere, somehow. We are going to make it to Paris. You know, a lot of people go to Paris, you know, they want to go on their little romantic day because they want to see the Eiffel Tower and all this good stuff, you know, and you want to go have French dinner and all this good stuff and get French wine and all this good stuff. So let me tell you something. If you have not been to Paris, this is your time. This is your time. I'm trying to let you know this is your time to come on in here. Let's work out some trips. Okay, let's work this out. Let's get it going. I could work it out for you. Let me create your experience, okay? Let me work this out for you, and we work this out together. I like to explore. I like to be educated, and again, education is not about you just going into a little classroom. I like to travel to be a part of the culture. I like to travel so I could be educated. I like to travel that when you're telling me something, I could say, hello, I just experienced that. So I like the experience. So if you would like to experience this kind of traveling with me, just send me a message. We do this, okay? We can do some traveling in the future. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're going to travel. You know, we're going to have a list, that we're going to have a list of places that we need to go. Maybe for the year, like, hey, we're going here. We come back, we're going here. Cruises, you name it, we on it. Okay, we on it. We're gonna do some traveling. Yes, ma'am. So those of you who want to join me and VIP Theater, come on in this room. Good. Now listen up now. On July 25th, 2019, it's recorded as the most plane that flew in a day, in a single day. Did y'all hear me? In a single day, whatever was happening on July 25th, 2019, the most plane flew that day. Hello, somebody. Were you on any of those flights on July 25th, 2019? Because now you're part of the record. July 25th, was I traveling? Because now I got to go look back on my record to see if I was a part of this. Because now, if you are travel on July 25th, 2019, you are part of the number of this. Yeah, you're in this number because the most planes flew on that day. In a single day, the most plane went on July 25th, 2019. So yes, good. Now listen up. Come on in here. We're going. Traveling trivia, traveling facts. We are working it out. We are working it out right now. Come on in. Come on in the room. The world's longest scheduled come on, because I need somebody to give me an answer for this. The world's longest, meaning in hours, scheduled non-stop commercial flight is what airline? What airline? Excuse me. Can you believe that, Theta? My Lord. I better go check my record to see if I'm in that number. July 25th, 2019. Was I traveling 2019? Um, I don't know. I gotta go check. So listen up, somebody. Please give me the answer. Please give me the answer for this. Give me the answer for this. The world's longest scheduled non-stop commercial flight is what airline? Simply mean longest mean the amount of time it takes to go wherever. What airline is this that is the longest scheduled non-stop? I mean non-stop. Non-stop. I must book a flight on this. Who wants to take a long flight? Anybody out there? What's your longest flight you took so far? Because the longest one is on this airline. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now. The longest scheduled non-stop commercial flight is Singapore Airlines. Hello? Anybody want to go to Singapore? Come on. Come on now. Come on over here. Anybody would like to go to Singapore? Hashtag Singapore. Hashtag Singapore. Anybody would like to go to Singapore? We could work it out. Anybody out there? The longest. So if you are into if you're in a long trip, if you like long traveling, you're like, hey, I'm just going to be up in this plane. I'm just going to sit there. I'm just going to chill. Whatever class you're in, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you might run up in there like, hey, you got your little thing. Where's my fan? I can't even find my fan. But you're up in there. You're like, hey, I'm up in this flight. Oh, I think I did one of my flight was, I think one of my longest. Theta, what's your longest flight? I think my longest flight, my goodness, probably was 18 hours. I think I did an 18 hours flight. No, but it was not nonstop. This is literally nonstop. The world longest scheduled nonstop commercial flight is Singapore Airlines. So anybody want to go to Singapore? Let's work it out. Now, here we go. Come on in here, airlines. The largest airline is what? What is the largest airline? The largest airline, and my goodness. And the largest airline going to consist of, what is the largest airline? I'm going to tell you what it consists of, why it is the largest airline, not by the size of the plane, but the largest in a lot of category. The longest flight was to Australia. How many hours is to Australia? Oh my goodness. Is it more than 18 hours to go to Australia? Was that non-stop? I think I did 15 hours non-stop. I think. The largest airline when we're talking about largest, we're not talking about the size of the plane. We're talking about they have individual planes and they have pipeline in employees. So just to add up employees and their plane, they are considered the largest airline. Which airline is this? Ding dong, ding dong, dingy dingy ding dong, ding dong, dingy 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 dingy. Which airline is the largest airline out there? Come on, people. We are traveling now. Come on here. We're doing some traveling tours here. Come on. You come on in the room. We are traveling virtually tonight. We are giving some travel trivia, and that will lead you into making a decision where we are not just sitting and we are not traveling. I think you do not know that one. Well, believe it, Theta, the largest airline is American Airlines. American Airlines. They got 1,002 individual planes. 1,002 individual planes. And they have 335 in pipeline. Most employees. They got the most employees. Well, I guess after 1,200 planes, I mean, come on now. Yeah. So they're the largest airline, right? Now, let's go to the other one. What is the busiest airport? Where is the busiest airport located? What is the biggest? No, not the biggest. The busiest airport is where is the biggest? Where is the busiest, not biggest? The busiest airport. Where is the busiest airport? They held this title. Funny story, fun facts, it's not really funny. Fun fact is that they held this title for 20 years. Yes, the largest girl. See, I was like, what? Plus employees. Yes, ma'am. Atlanta. Absolutely. Yes, Theta, it is Atlanta. Atlanta is the busiest airport for the past 20 years. The past 20 years. My goodness. People in Atlanta, come on, what's happening down there? For the past 20 years, Atlanta is holding the slot. I think someone took it up recently, but they snatched it right back up. For the past 20 years, yes, they're the one. Yep. Okay. The shortest schedule, look at this now, Theta, because we talk about the longest. The shortest schedule, the shortest, look at this one, Theta. The shortest scheduled flight was the shortest scheduled flight is 1.5 minutes. No. 1.5. Simply means you go in the plane, we're off the plane. That is the shortest distance, the shortest. 1.5 minutes. Now, can you imagine 1.5 minutes? That's 1.5 minutes. Where do you think you're going at 1.5 minutes? That's me. That's like, okay, I got 1 minute to go for the show. You get on here, we off. You get off the plane. And that is from Scottish island of Westray to Papa Westray. So they're neighboring country, neighboring island, and it's 1.5 minutes of flight. Oh, we're taking the plane today. I hope they don't charge for that. I really don't hope they don't charge for that. You charging me for 1.5 minutes of plane ride? Can you imagine? My Lord. Anywho. Yeah. So the shortest scheduled flight is 1.5 minutes. Where could that be? Oh, it is Scottish island of Westray. And they took Papa Westray. So it's their neighboring island. So it's like open your door and the country's next door. That's like you opening your front door and you're like, hey, I'm on another side. So why would I take the plane there? Can you imagine? So the demographic allowed them to take a plane to the neighboring island. Isn't that interesting? Girl. Okay, listen to this. For all of you out there who travel in first classers. Yes, it is a word. Anything that I say is a word. First class people, first class passengers, just to let you know, removing one. I mean, pay attention. Come on in the room. Come on in here. Removing one. I mean, one olive. You know what? A little olive, that's a little bit. One olive. Removing one olive from each salad. From each salad. You're having a salad and you have a nice salad and you got an olive in there. And just from them taking out one, nearly 30 years ago, saved American Airlines $40,000 for the year. Hello, somebody. You take something off your plate to save you some money. Woo! That's something as small as an olive. Woo! Save you some money. Check your plate, check your plate, check your plate. Check your plate, honey, and see what is on your plate that you can take off that's going to save you some money, because American Airlines, like, woo, we save $40,000 for the year by not giving you one olive. What? Theta, what? Like what? Like what? That's expensive. My Lord. Can you believe this? My Lord, my Lord. Well, come on in the room. People, come on in the room. Y'all better check your plate before you come on up in here. Now, let's go on some cruise now. Come on now. We do cruises over here as well. We handle cruises as well. So come on in here. Let's get in some cruises. Let's go on some cruise. You've been on cruise before. Let's get this. The largest cruise ship. What is the What is this one here? Oh, what is it? The largest cruise ship? Come on in here. What is the largest cruise ship? What is the largest cruise ship? Do you know the name of the largest cruise ship? For those of you who have not been on a cruise and you would like to go on a cruise, we are in October 1st. Let's work it out. You don't got to wait for summer to go on a cruise. Cruise run right through the year, baby, right through the year. We got this. We got this. We got you over here. That's how we support you, right? So if you would like to go on a cruise, this is the time. This is the time. Right now is the best time to go on a cruise. Why is it the best time? Because let me tell you something. I've been traveling. So I know a little thing about traveling. When you go on a cruise or travel around this time, right. I'm just saying. It works out better for you. Okay. Yes, it works out better for you. I'm just saying. Let's work this out. We got it. Yes, I could help you. We could work this out. Okay. The largest cruise ship, the largest. So for those who've been on a cruise and you're like, oh, this is a big cruise. If you want to get on a larger cruise ship, this is the one that you need to go on, and it is Royal Caribbean Fun. What is this? Fun of the Sea. This one just came out in January. This past January. So if you've been on a cruise before and then you want to go on a bigger cruise ship because they have more things available on this cruise ship, this is the one that is recommended. This is the one for you. It is the Royal Caribbean Fun of the Seas. Let's go. Okay? Good. Now that we got that together, let's go into the train. Because there are different means of traveling, and because we are doing traveler trivia, we are doing traveling facts, there are different means of traveling: walking, scooter, bike, plane, boat, horseback riding, Grew up in Jamaica. Listen, it was about you riding a donkey or a horse. Hello. You get up in somebody's vehicle. I mean, I had the luxury. It was that luxury. I had the luxury of driving up in a car. I came from the mountaintop, baby. I came from the mountaintop. So donkey was a thing, okay? Listen up. The world largest, what is it? What is the largest school? Right in front of the sea, honey. We're going on that. Now listen to this now. We're going on a train now. The world's longest passenger train. Where is it located? The world's largest, no, not largest, longest. Mean it's so long, like it probably take up the whole 5 hours of here. The world's longest passenger train is where? And we're winding down to our final question. The world's longest passenger train is in Switzerland. Switzerland is calling us. We will be going there. We want to take a trip there, and so forth, so forth, so forth. So let us get ourselves together. Let us book up. Let us go. Let us travel. Let us learn. Because when we travel to learn. We travel to build relationship. We travel to enjoy the culture. We travel to enjoy ourselves and expose our family to something different. Yes, indeed. And for the final one is the world's largest hotels are the first class hotel in Malaysia and the Venetian Resort in Las Vegas. So we got hotels to go to, and we got a we got a train to catch, and we got plane, and we got all that stuff. So this is our trivia, traveling trivia for the night as we open the door of October. Yes, indeed. This is what we do up in here. We come on up in here. We show up, we support, we show up, and we have a good time. Not only that we have a good time, we build relationship. And not only that, but we educate each other. It's about education. It is about teaching and learning. Listen again, it is Breast Cancer Month, so we like to show up and show support where support is needed. It is Breast Cancer Month. Whatever way you support, you show your support, go right out there and show support. I put up a few items that we have that is highlighted here. There's a breast cancer t-shirt right here. On this t-shirt, I want to say something about this t-shirt. There's a sweatshirt that goes with this t-shirt as well. So they have the t-shirt and they have the sweatshirt on there. And then it says self-love, self, breast matters. And then we have the baby t-shirt on the bottom here. It says my first pillow. So we have that as well in the pink. So support in one way or the other. Or the world's largest hotels. There are two. The first world hotel in Malaysia and Venetian Resort in Las Vegas. So there are two. But Malaysia is the first one. That's the biggest, that's the largest one. So I guess we're gonna take a trip to Malaysia too. Mm-hmm. So anywho, as we come to the close of tonight episode, I want to say thank you so much. VIP Theta is always showing up, taking action. When you show up and take action, you might just earn the badge of a VIP. I'm just saying. So thank you so much, VIP Theta, for always showing up, showing support. I appreciate you. I celebrate you. I salute you. I love you. Thank you so very much. As we say, you never know what we are going to do on the show. We keep on popping up doing different things because it's about education and about we learning and growing and supporting each other. Thank you so much for being here.